Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage. I apologize, I haven't put out a video in a few days. A little bit under the weather. But today I'm going to be dropping 6 prospects for the 2025 NFL Draft. We should be at, I think, 474 by the end of today. Once we hit 500, I'm going to start going to the much smaller schools, even though I have thrown some small schools out here and there. But once we hit 500, I'm going to start to throw out some small schools where, I'm trying to get these classes right, where you do get talent from every year, and the average draft person just doesn't look there because they're just basically too lazy. All they do is take a copy of Dane Brugler's Beast and they copy and paste. Hold on. So, all right, first kid is a defensive tackle, C.J. West out of Indiana. He's a Kent transfer. Kent. Old song written about that college. 4 dead in Ohio. I'm showing my age. If you got a minute, Google it, look it up. Also listen to the song on YouTube. But like I said, I'm showing my age. So this kid is a transfer from Kent. He's at Indiana. This kid's just a simple wide body. He's 6'2", 325. Listen, this kid's not going to be a one and sap. He's not going to get you sacks. He's a simple run plugger, and he has 4 years stats of doing it. And this year Indiana has had a good season until they ran into the buzzsaw called Ohio State this past Saturday. But when you're a defensive tackle like that, playing on a line of scrimmage, by yourself with not a lot of talent around you, you could be very, very equalized very, very quick. All they got to do is put 2 guys on you. So, but he still played with a good motor against Ohio State, and he's someone to look out for. He's a day 3 guy to me, because this is a very crazy year for, I'm telling you, man, the depth of this year's defensive tackle class, defensive end class, and running back class is loaded. And I'll also give it some safety and some tight ends. I think the quarterback class is lackluster. I don't think the quarterback class is that great. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the offensive line class is that great. I really don't. I don't think the corners are that great in this year's class. I don't. Those are a couple of positions. And then when it comes to linebacker, you could just flip-flop because some teams might look at the kid as a linebacker, another team might look at the kid as a safety. So it all goes, how you want to look at it. Next kid is a kid, Torrey Horton from Colorado State. He's been, okay, he has a story, this kid. He has last 2 years, so 2023, 2022, he had really good production. Then he goes to Ohio State, and he's been nicked up. He's been nicked up this past year. So he's 6'3", 180, this kid. But he's had in his past, in 2022 and 2023, he's had 2 1,100-yard seasons. So just because a dude is nicked up in his final year that doesn't mean you don't make the top 500 list. You know what I'm trying to say? So he has a decision to make. If the NCAA grants him another year of eligibility, will he come back? Uh, as of as of right now, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure, and I'm not calling kid trash by any reason, but this kid could be a steal, and no one's looking at him because he had a nicked up 2024, but he had a very productive 2020. Like I said, he's nicked up. He was nicked up in 2024, but he had a very productive 22 and 23, and he has prototypical size, probably 6'3", 180. That's really nice size. Next kid we're going at. It's a kid from Boise State, and I know I'm tired. I'm so sick and tired of hearing Boise State's running back, man. I'm gonna vomit if I hear his name one more time, man. Everyone says he's generational. I've been doing this stuff since I was 10 years old. Do you have any idea how many times I've heard the word generational? Every year, oh, that guy's the next Peyton Manning. Oh, that guy's the next Bruce Smith. Oh, that guy's the next Lawrence Taylor. Oh, that guy is the next Jonathan Ogden. Oh, that guy is the next Barry Sanders. Oh, that guy is the next Randy Moss. And most likely, no, it doesn't happen. So that generational, just like when Michael Parsons came out, oh, he's the next LT. Not in my world, and that shit went to his head. The word generational just gets thrown out way, way, way too much for draft people. So this kid plays for Boise State. His name is Chris Marshall. He's a wide receiver. He's 6'3", 210. He has a story. Started off JUCO, then he went Texas A&M. Then he, for some reason or another, it didn't work out. Then he went to Ole Miss. Some reason it didn't work out. But last off season and this season, Ole Miss is pretty loaded at wide receivers. So I guess he didn't see himself playing there, so I don't blame him. So from there, he jumped in the portal, and he's in his fourth college already. So now he's at Boise State. Like I said, this kid is 6'3", 210, and for some reason or another, everything just hasn't come together for this kid. And the only reason this kid keeps on getting chances and chances is because of his size and the 40 he runs. But someday that's going to stop. And his production this year, it's just, I don't see it. I do not see it whatsoever. Could he prove me wrong? Give me cash. Danny Savage, what's up? I think Gentry would be gone by 11. I hope Gentry's gone by 5. I don't want him. Give me cash. Let me ask you a question, man. Have we learned anything from the Ezekiel Elliott draft? We took Ezekiel Elliott at 4. 4. Jalen Ramsey went 5. Ezekiel Elliott is running like he has shit in his pants. Jalen Ramsey, a decade later, is still the highest paid corner in the NFL. Who is better value, Ezekiel Elliott or Jalen Ramsey? Plus, with all these running backs, no team is going to give these running backs a second contract. Unless till Gentry goes to the Senior Bowl and does pass blocking drills against 6'2", 240-pound running backs, Danny, you know that's a Jerry move. Oh, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 1,000%. Gentry is a Jerry move 1,000%. But at the end of the day, it's a Jerry move to sell jerseys, But at the end of the day, it's also on the Dallas fans because the Dallas fans are going to be the ones that buy the jerseys. And then it's the Dallas fans that are going to go on the shows and then they're going to go on YouTube and blame Jerry. How do you blame Jerry when you just bought the guy's jersey? I think Gentry will be gone way before 11. And I'm hoping, I don't know, man. I'm hoping we pick much higher than 11. There's a lot of football left. This team can't even tank right. It's a joke, man. Uh, it's Mason Graham or Abdul Carter. That's a tough one. That is a very, very tough one. But honestly, if I can have two Micahs, I take Abdul Carter. Also, I take Abdul Carter over Mason Graham. Also, if we can switch to a 3-4 defense, because now you throw Mozzie and you draft somebody else. There's a million zero techs in this draft to play zero tech. I do resign Golston to play 5 tech. Nealon's your other 5 tech. Tank is gone. As of right now, our strengths on defense is linebacker and corner. So why not make linebacker a bigger strength? I think I've been watching Abdul Carter for 3 years since he was a true freshman at Penn State, and the kid is just a freak. He is a Micah Parsons 2.0, but he is bigger than Micah Parsons. Don't be shocked, Abdul Carter, and I have him listed as a linebacker, even though he plays some edge, but his experience at edge has kind of not worked out like Micah has in the NFL because he's not big enough. And then putting him at edge, he's getting chipped by tight ends, running backs, and he's dealing with 6'7", 325-pound tackles. That's why I move Abdul Carter around. But if I'm huge, Mason, let me tell you something, bro. Look up the tape. When Mozzie Smith was a senior, Mason Graham was a true freshman, and Mason Graham was a better defensive tackle than Mozzie Smith. But if I had to pick a choice, if I had to flip a coin, I'm taking Abdul Carter, and I'm switching. But it all depends what kind of defensive coordinator we get. But I take Abdul Carter in a heartbeat. Do I think Abdul Carter will be there in 11? I don't know. Because there's 31 NFL teams right now looking at Abdul Carter, and they're saying he can be our Micah Parsons right now. We got to be active in free agency. I agree with you 1,000%, but we barely have money to sign our own players. We have to sign Ferguson. We have to sign Jake Ferguson. We have to sign Tyler Smith. We have to sign Deron Bland. We have to sign Micah Parsons. I really don't think we're gonna be active in free agency. We're not. We're not. I mean, and unfortunately, if you want to go out and get a top flight guard in free agency, or get a top defensive tackle in free agency, you're looking at like $20 million a year. I just don't see it. But like I said, getting on to this kid, Chris Marshall, Boise State, he has a story, man. He started out, like I said, community college, then Texas A&M, then Ole Miss, and he keeps on getting chances. 6'3", 210, he's at Boise State, and his production this year is just horrendous. But he's the type of kid that once that NIL money, he's an undrafted free agent, 100%. He's an undrafted free agent. But he's the type of kid, just to keep in the back of your mind, that when his back is up against the wall and there's no NIL money coming in, there's no stipend money coming in, boom, you see a light go on. Because now it's either he does production, or he's bouncing at the strip. He's too small to bounce at a strip club. Either he does production or he's selling cars. Either he makes an NFL team or he's selling cars. Or he makes an NFL team and he's bartending at a strip club, let's just say. He's the type of kid you got to watch out for. So today we should be at, I think, 469. I'm going to be dropping three more, so we should be 470. I don't know. We'll be at like 473 or 474 by the end of the day. Also, you guys, either Wednesday nights or Thursday nights, it might depend, it might be different this week because of the holiday. You got to rock into the Fisco report. Joe Rod and Mike, they keep it like it is. Also, you got Cowboys Corner talking crazy Saturday nights. It's a good group of guys. We got Fifth Quarter Cowboys. He comes on Monday nights and Friday nights. Then we have Cowboys Champ. Then we have OG himself, Cowboys Fiend. We got 1980s Cowboy in the scene. Then we got Eshawn, Hollywood's newest up-and-coming actor. Bro, it's a whole bunch of dudes with all different age ranges that gives you a different look about things and have seen different parts of the game and different players. So it's a good group. And like I said, the people that I rock with, we have no we have no agenda. We just tell you like it is. But some people might not like telling you like it is. But it's like, when the doctor says take medicine, it tastes bad, but you're going to feel good in a few days. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Over and out, everybody.